What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Bad Dad. We are here with Gideon today, as we are every week, playing with the camera angle again. I hope this one works out. Today, we've got a very special project, and it's very special because it makes noise. Now, Gideon wants to show you all the ingredients for what we're about to make, all the supplies that you will need. So, we've got beans, and we've got rice, uncooked, dry. We've used those in the egg shaker project. I've got some very reflective duct tape. You can get duct tape in any different color, any different pattern, any different design. You can use regular old duct tape. We opted for something shiny because I think Gideon's gonna like it. We have a funnel. We have a tube. Now, this cardboard tube came from the inside of an aluminum foil roll. The reason we opted for this is because it's a little bit more sturdy than your average paper towel tube. You could use a paper towel tube, although it'll be a little thin for what we're making. You could use like one of those poster tubes, any sort of tube really. We have 1-inch wire brads. And we have a hammer, just in case, we may need it. And the most important supply of all is going to be a snack. In this case, we're having goldfish crackers. I'm going to put a few of these out for you, kiddo. Keep you occupied while Dad does some of the more adult parts with the nails and the hammer and all that good stuff. So, I'm sure you can tell by the title, we're making a rain stick. So the idea is that we're going to put nails into the tube to help kind of stop the rice and beans as they flow through it, to cause some resistance and make the sound effect as you flip it back and forth last a little bit longer. We're going to then wrap the tube in our shiny duct tape to give it some color and to help hold the nails in, make sure that he doesn't end up pulling any of the nails out. And we'll also use the duct tape to close the ends once we've added the beans and the rice, which will be our noise makers. And then the funnel is just so that this guy can help me in filling it. Cool. You ready, Gideon? Let's get started. So first, we need to do the nails. Now in this case, they are 1-inch wire brads. It doesn't matter what you use. The idea is just that one, it's going to be easy to get into the cardboard tube, and two, you obviously don't want it to come out the other side. So we have a 1 1/4 inch tube, so we have 1-inch nails. They're going to provide the resistance, but they're not going to poke to the other side and stab anybody. Hopefully. Yep, see, he's ready to fill things because he's already filling the duct tape roll with his goldfish crackers. Okay, you keep working on that. I'm going to move that back a little bit. You can eat those. Now, I don't think there needs to be any specific pattern. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. I'll probably just start poking them through. And I don't know if I'm going to need the hammer or not. Actually, it doesn't look like I will. So the idea is literally just, I don't know if you can see it. Obviously there's a nail in there now. And if you look in the end, you can see the nail coming through. And again, if you've ever done used a rain stick, you want some resistance in there so that it's not just shaking back and forth real fast, but that it's actually kind of pouring through. So I think, I don't know what I'm going to do. We're just going to make it up as we go along. What do you think, kiddo? So I'm just going to work my way down the tube, adding nails as I go. Now I selected these brads because they have a smaller a smaller nail head. Like little pins, basically. Yeah, I know, I get it. I know this part you can't do, I'm sorry. It's a little bit dangerous. But I can already tell right away, if you do this project at home, get something with a little bit bigger of a head just to save your fingers as you're pressing these in. That will definitely help make it go a little easier. It's not too crazy, but I can definitely feel it as I'm pressing these nails through. I opted for the smaller ones so that when I wrap it in the duct tape, it'll hide them better, but I can see in this case I could have done one with a little bit larger of a nail head. So again, I don't really think it matters the pattern you do, or if you just go straight down or kind of spiral around. In this case, I'm kind of doing a spiral just, I don't know, just because I felt like it. And I'm hoping that just one single pass around will be enough. I think it will be. We've learned through our past videos that the most successful projects for Gideon to do, and in his case, are the ones that make noise. So I've been trying to come up with ones that are noisy specifically for him, because he tends to enjoy those a little bit better. All right, so I've gone one way around. You can kind of see it here. I just went in a spiral around all the way from one end to the other. If I look through it, I don't know if you can really see. Yeah, I guess you can kind of see through. So you've got nails just all the way through, and I'm hoping that'll be enough to kind of slow the descent of the rice and beans through it to make that sound effect last a little bit longer. We'll find out. So we're done with the nails. We didn't need the hammer. You need some more goldfish crackers, buddy? There you go. All right, so now we need to close one end up so that we can begin filling it with our filler. So the way I'm going to do it is, first, I'm going to take a section of this duct tape, and I don't really want it, I don't want to just put it on like that, because I don't want any of the rice or beans to stick to the duct tape. I'm going to first fold it in half. So I have just this little square that's not sticky at all. And then I'm going to take a strip that I think should make it around the tube at least one way. We're going to take this little flap that I made, cover the end, and then hopefully, if I can get this right, I should be able to just push the edges of the flap down and wrap the tube. Sort of. Doesn't have to be perfect. Again, this is, just like I've said in other videos, the idea here is not perfection. This isn't going in a museum. This isn't going up for sale. This is purely for Gideon to have some enjoyment out of something that we can make semi-together. All right, so, oops, oh well, no big deal. So again, it's not pretty, but we've now got one end completely closed up. Nothing there, and now we have our fill end. All right, kiddo, this is where you can come in. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our funnel, we're going to put it in past the first set of nails, and we're going to begin adding our material. Now I have no idea how much to do, so I'm just going to kind of guess. We'll put some rice in first, let him add some beans, and I think, let's just try some rice first. We're already getting the sound effect, which is awesome. Alright, so that was, I don't know, maybe a couple tablespoons of rice. I'm going to give it a test real quick just to see if we're in the right ballpark. You know, I actually think that might be enough rice. I don't really think I want to add any more. I think... So I think if you're doing rice alone, make sure you do plenty of nails. Because if we were doing just rice, we definitely do not have enough nails. However, we're doing beans as well. That's right. You want to scoot forward again? You gonna eat those or are you just gonna hit them? Hey, hey. These are food. Hey. We just cleaned the floor, buddy. Okay, he's ready to help. He's ready to help. Do not throw those on the ground. You're gonna throw them on the ground, aren't you? Okay, he's gonna eat them. I'm impressed. I really thought he was, oh, son of a. I really thought he was gonna throw those on the ground. All right, so now we're on to the beans, because I think we're good on rice. Gideon, I need your help for this part. Now I don't want you to eat these. I'm afraid you're gonna eat these. Here, can I have this? I eat one, you eat one? You eat that one? Okay, now look. These. Can you do that? Not the, see, I knew it, not the goldfish. The beans, yeah, good job. Drop one in. Right in there. Good job, keep going. Good job. Keep at it. Again, just making it up. I have no idea how much we're gonna put in. We're just gonna keep going. Keep at it. Oh, you got a few at a time there? Oh man, you got like 5. Good job. Keep going. You gonna put the goldfish in there? Well, fortunately, the goldfish doesn't fit in the funnel, so we're good. All right, should we give it a test? We got about, I don't know, 20 beans or so. Let's test it. I think we need more nails, Gideon. What do you think? I think I'm gonna give you a few goldfish, a couple goldfish to eat. I think I'm gonna add some more nails because I think it's going through the stick too fast. So I'm just going to double up. I'm just gonna go kind of halfway between the other ones we did and add some more. I think with more nails we should get a slower, I don't know how else to describe it, a slower sound effect. It should last a little longer, I guess, is the idea. But it may not really matter. If your kid's anything like mine, he's just gonna shake the heck out of it and throw it against the wall. It's not like he's actually gonna be, you know, slowly pouring it. But we're gonna try it out anyway. Some more goldfish. Again, I cannot stress this enough. The most important ingredient in the entire project is a snack for Gideon to eat. Or throw on the ground in this case, because we just spent the morning cleaning the floors. And that is the perfect time to throw food on the ground, isn't it, kid? You okay there? All right, so now we've got roughly double the nails. Let's give it another pour and try it. Yeah, that's better. That's definitely better. So I didn't count the nails, but you can kind of see I've now got double all along. And I think I'm gonna do another row. I bought the nails just for this, so we're gonna do more. See if we can't get that real accurate rain stick sound. So we're just gonna keep going, and then we'll test it again. All right, I'm not gonna give you any more goldfish crackers because you just keep throwing them on the ground. Is that so? You just want to pour more beans in here, don't you? We'll get there. I gotta do a few more nails and then we'll get there. So again, I don't know how many nails we have. Probably about, I don't know, maybe 40 or so at this point. Probably 15, maybe about 15 each row, and I'm now on to my third row, so maybe about 40 or 45. I really didn't think it would take this many, but I think you're gonna have a better effect. Let's try it now. 3 rows. Much better. Much better. Now if we do more beans too, because the rice obviously is smaller, it's going to flow through faster. But if we get some more beans in there, kiddo, those should be real slow. Here, you want to do some more beans? You don't need the funding for the beans. Look. Look. Yeah. Put them in. Good job. Keep it up. And you, I don't know if you can hear it, but you can hear him bouncing through the nails as he throws them in. So listen. You can hear it going down the nails. Oh, dropped a few on the ground. That's okay. That'll clean them up. All right, let's give it a test now here. Drop it in. There you go. Now let's test it, see how we're doing. Yeah. I think that's all we want to do. All right, kiddo, so now we got to close it up. So I think to close it up, we're going to try to do the exact same thing. We're going to make our little patch cover at the top, the little square that's not sticky. And then we're going to take a strip to hold it on. So we're going to cover that. And I don't think it really matters if this is not something you want to do. I don't think it has to be not sticky at the top. I just figure if we're going to put the rice and beans in there, you want it to not stick as much as possible. But it probably doesn't really matter. This end definitely looks better than the first end, but that's okay. We said from the beginning, Gideon, it's not about the looks. It's about the fun of doing this together. Yeah. Exactly. I agree. Throw it all on the ground. Not the duct tape. I need that still. Don't throw that on the ground. Don't. Can I have that? I know you're going to throw it on the ground. I don't want you to do that yet. All right, so now, hey. One of the goldfish? All right, so now I've got both ends closed up. One there, one there. And then I'm going to take the tape. You could stop here. You've obviously got a lot of exposed nail heads. I don't think that Gideon could possibly pull those out, but I really don't want to risk that because you never know. He's a pretty ingenuitive kid. He could figure it out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at one end. And I'm going to try to get it as clean as possible. I'm just going to wrap the entire tube in our shiny duct tape. You're ready to play with this, aren't you? You are ready to go, I know. I may do 2 passes. These nails probably won't pop out, but again, I'd rather take the time now and make sure it's extra safe. That way when he's chewing on it or banging against the wall or whatever the heck he's going to do with it, he can't possibly get any of these nails out. So we're just going to wrap our tube, make it nice and shiny. Now one option you could do, especially maybe for the older kids, not so much for Gideon, but you could add some string to one end, or some yarn or some feathers or whatever. You could really make it your own. You could also fill it with anything other than rice and beans. You could do, I don't know, popcorn kernels or noodles or beads, whatever. We're not really going to get too fancy with the decorating this time around because he's so young and because I'm not that good at this. All right, so now we've got one full pass of our shiny tape around the tube. All the nails are closed in. It ain't pretty, but we can turn it upside down. And we can hear our rain stick. Now, Gideon, you have been so patient during this project because so much of it you couldn't do. So I want to hand this to you, and I want you to do it now. Turn it around. Do you like that? Now, turn it upside down. Watch. Watch this. Ready? Watch. Ready? You turn it upside down? Turn it. I'm not trying to take it from you. I want you to just turn it. Here. He'll figure it out. Or he'll just use it like a hammer and bang on stuff. What do you think? Are you impressed? See, and this is why we reinforce it with tape for things like this. Can you give him one more rain stick turn? Alright, well, in this case we could have left the nails out completely because he's just going to beat the heck out of everything with it, but I think the project's done. I think he's impressed. Things we learned from it, the beans I think work a little better than the rice in terms of making the authentic sound. The more nails the better, or maybe some thicker nails even might work. The design again doesn't matter as long as it's functional. He just wants something that he can beat with anyway. And last but not least, the most important ingredient is his snack. All right, Gideon, we're gonna have lunch. We're gonna play with our rain stick, and we're gonna clean up the floor since we already did that once and you made it messy again. Do you have anything to add to your friends on YouTube before we say goodbye? Anything at all you want to say? Don't be shy. Okay, well, he is clearly entertained, and that is the goal. Thanks for watching. We will see you guys next week. If you have any ideas for things that will entertain Gideon that we can make together, please leave it in the comments. There you go. Good job. Give Gideon a like. Give him a comment. Subscribe to his channel. He greatly appreciates it. He just doesn't know it. And we will see you next time.
Yeah.